Josh Allen as far as trying to get that kind of guy on the ground and get some pass rush production against him?
Yeah, Josh he's an elusive guy. He's a guy that likes to extend plays, and he's a big dude at the same time. So whenever you get the opportunity to get to him, you got to make sure that you wrap him up. And we preach, you know what I'm saying, when you get to the quarterback, it's not just about sacking him, it's about trying to get the ball out. So that's a big emphasis for us. But you just got to be rush disciplined, but also aggressive and understand that he's going to extend plays. So you got to keep going and keep playing till, you know what I'm saying, the whistle blows.
How do you feel about the amount of pressure you guys have been able to create so far without blitzing with a lot of frequency?
It's good. That means that we're working up front. The 4 guys up front are working, and anytime guys get a one-on-one, they're taking advantage of it.
How much do you work on knowing when a guy can stretch the field like Allen, blending kind of like you're attacking, but also being ready for other things? How do you work for that?
You just be relentless, relentless with your rush. Those are things as a defensive lineman you have to understand that, especially with a guy like this, that you got to keep going, keep fighting, keep rushing, because eventually you're going to hit home.
When you met Lovie Smith for the first time, what stood out to you?
His knowledge of the game, his understanding, his history. That was the biggest things.
How much do you think the extra time helps out you guys on defense a little bit this week?
Excuse me, say it again?
How much do you think this extra time this week has helped you guys defensively?
It helps a ton. Just continue to mesh in all 3 levels: D-line, linebackers, and DBs, and then having a better understanding of what we're going to get in the game.
As a defensive lineman, how do you like going up against a team that likes to pass a lot, pass on early downs and seems to always kind of be trying to score and not really?
Yeah, no, it's good. You get a lot of opportunities to get after the quarterback, a lot of opportunities to affect the quarterback, and as a D-line, that's what, your job is.
Since you guys last played Josh Allen in that playoff game, is there anything about the scouting report from a defensive lineman's perspective that is different for you now than that?
No.
What have you noticed from Roy Lopez and his progression this year?
I think Roy's been doing good, he's been productive when he's in there doing his job, first and foremost. Sometimes there's a one technique. You don't get all the praise or whatever the case may be, but he's came in, been a guy that's worked hard, and I commend him on that.
What's he like?
Roy's a good dude, He follows the older guys on the D-line. He's always willing to learn, and that's all you want from a rookie.
Has he cooked for you?
No, he has not.
He's telling us that he likes to cook for teammates.
Oh well, I'm waiting on that one then. He did. That's lit. I'm gonna say something to him.
All set. Thanks, guys.
Let me see. See my health measures.
My wife made those cookies too, Joe. Cookies.
Thank you.
Finding out you're on board.
It was very exciting. We knew for a little bit, but we didn't know gender, obviously. So it was just the 2 of us. Obviously, very excited. Nice to get the boy first. Wouldn't have minded a girl for sure. I have an older sister, and I know how wonderful having a daughter as the oldest can be. Sometimes the protective older brothers can get a little bit much, but we're excited. We're very excited and blessed that the baby's healthy. So,
your perspective change a bit from that, like as expected?
Yeah. Once you find out, it's not even just from finding out a boy, but just when you find out, that you're expecting a baby, your whole life kind of shifts perspective in front of you, and you have a bigger sense of what's going on around you and how important every single day is.
So what do you see out of the Bills here?
Great team, really good defense. They're sound. They're in their gaps. They do their job. We're excited to take them on. It's going to be a good challenge for us.
From your perspective, what do you see that can be helpful to getting the run game more efficient?
I think everyone has a part of it. You look at our first 3 games, sticking on blocks better, getting better double teams at the point of attack, just really just pad level up front and getting those guys moving and finishing on our blocks, I think, is really big. Obviously with our running backs, we have different types of runners back there, and we can utilize them in different ways. So we just need to be able to figure out ways to get them to the second level, to the third level untouched, and they're going to make stuff happen. So.
Do you feel? I know you guys have made a lot of changes on the offensive line from last year, but do you feel like issues with the running game are at all carryover or similar from some of the problems you guys were dealing with a year ago?
I mean, it's a new year, a new team, so it's really just about 1 week at a time. We're focusing on what we can do against the Bills this week. And like I said, they're a good defensive front, so we're gonna have a challenge ahead of us, moving those guys and trying to establish a run game early.
Is it a different issue each game?
I mean, it's different defenses, so every single game you're trying to focus on something else. Maybe 1 week you had a certain scheme or a certain look that you're blocking, and then the next week it could be completely different. So really, it's just, and then there's different personnel in front of you every single game. So how your style of blocking a little bit kind of changes. So it's really just, like I said, pretty much if it's a different game, different team, different personnel, you got to approach it a little bit differently depending on the team.
What do you see from Ed Oliver when you watch the tape?
I mean, he's explosive. I think you see that right off the bat. He fires out. Good with his hands in the pass game. He's a solid 3 technique. Obviously, he was drafted where he was for a reason. So we're gonna have a challenge, and we're looking forward to it.
All set. All right. Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.
When you first turn on the tape, look at the Bills.
What do I see? See a great defense, man. I mean, they flow to the ball. All 11 hats to the ball. In the secondary, they fly around and make plays with the ball in there. And, I see a good defense.
You 3 games in now, how much do you feel like your role as a tight end is you're adapting to that than in years past?
I'm adapting. Whenever my jersey's called, I do what I can. Whether it's special teams, offense, or, whatever. So, blocking, I'm more active in blocking this year, which is a big role for me. And as well as the passing game, we're starting to get a rhythm, so whenever we're called, we make plays.
Harder to get in the rhythm as a pass catcher when kind of you are blocking more often than you did in the past?
Say it again?
Is it harder at all to get into a rhythm as a pass catcher now that you are kind of blocking more than you did in the past?
Not really. I know my skill set, and, I think blocking more will open up the pass game more. So, not really. Just, I learned a lot more technique in blocking, which helped me a lot.
What is it that you've seen what is it that you've seen like as in yourself learning that's helped you the most as a blocker in these games in the past couple games that you've?
I think it's helping me identify the defense as well, not just the coverage but the fronts, and my strength as well. I have a lot more strength than I thought I did coming into the NFL.
Jordan, one of the adjustments this season has been the emphasis on taunting. You got one of those flags, but they did not find you, unlike some of the other guys. A lot of people have taken the kind of initiative. They got the call wrong. Did you ever get an explanation for either the coaches or the league about kind of not getting fined? Obviously, you've been relieved not getting fined.
They said that I spent the ball on their sideline, and I guess like the look that I gave them, they called it taunting. So, to me, I always spin the ball as like one of my celebrations, but no, I know, spin the ball in the field or towards my sideline.
So you still going to spin the ball as opposite?
I'm a little more cautious, man. Them fines ain't no joke. So, once I score, I believe I will either spike it or spin it. So.
You got a new thing that you're gonna do instead?
You just have to wait and see. I think the spike and the spin's getting kind of old. You know, it's my 4th year, so I guess I got to spice it up a little bit.
Maybe valve the ref or something.
I don't know about that. That'd be another taunting call, you know.
So, with the group, the tight ends you have, how much do you feel like you guys, what room is there to improve here with the group as you'll work together?
I feel like we're doing a great job in the blocking game. Right now, I think, we're going to do more in the passing game as well. Time will tell, we can do more on special teams as well. So, overall game is just improving every week by week, and getting a rhythm. So, once we get that, I think we'll be good.
So obviously the numbers in running game, like you guys want to improve there. It seems like y'all are often used to lead block, get through. I mean, what emphasis are they giving you in meetings, practice days to help expand that?
I'm not gonna give away the game plan, but just we come and we bring physicality to the game, and I believe we work the edges and create running lanes for the running backs. So just being aggressive, honestly, and open up lanes for the running backs.
Have you noticed a difference in Tim Kelly as a play caller from last year to this year?
Yes, he's getting more comfortable. It's a new team, of course, so we're trying to get into a rhythm, and different quarterbacks. So of course, he has to make adjustments, but I think he's doing a great job as far as running the ball and mixing in the passing game.
How can you sense that he's more comfortable?
Second.
How can you sense that he's more comfortable? Like, what sort of things do you see that gives you that indication?
I feel like he's putting us in positions to make more plays, and he's setting up not only just the run game, but play action, and et cetera, et cetera. So you can see it on his face. You can see through his body language, and just the excitement he brings to the room in meetings.
Have you ever blocked this
What's
much
his
for you?
personality in those meeting rooms?
TK a funny guy, man. He a cool dude, but when he's serious, he's serious. So he's all about learning, and you better know your duty and your job. So we expect you to come and perform, which that's what he holds us accountable for.
What's the thing that's made you laugh from him?
TK, he jokes with me all the time. TK, he'll turn a bad play into something fun. He'll make a joke out of it, but you know it's coming. You know what I'm saying? He gonna expose you, but it makes me better.
When the play caller is more confident, you guys can sense that. What sort of impact does that have on just all the players?
Just be ready for your jersey to be called. We know that it's not just running the ball or just passing the ball. That at any moment your jersey can be called. So whether it is blocking or catching the ball, just be prepared for your jersey to be called on.
Have you ever blocked this much in a year?
No, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? It shows what I can do, and open up more doors for me.
All set? Thanks, guys. Thank you.